Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to How Many Dudes, the game that kind of tries to answer how many dudes it takes to beat up a gorilla, but slightly more complicated than that. Round 1, we're going to be fighting 10 toddlers. Can you fight 10 toddlers for $100? I think I can too. But we just got a dude just going through it. Looks like he's gonna win, but we're gonna need more than just a random dude to do a gorilla. At least, I think we will. We might be able to get, like, mods or something that lets him do that. But for now, we're just going to claim our reward. Now, we get a choice of 2 kinds of dudes. Okay, who do we want? Post a flyer to attract a new type of dude to the ranch. Do we want ninjas? Or do we want paladins? At the start of the round, the paladin dude blesses 2 random dudes. The blessing reduces damage taken by 10% and redirects 20% of the remaining damage to the paladin dude instead. And ninjas become stealthy when they land a critical hit, becoming invisible to enemies for a second. I think we're going to go with the paladin because I think we need some tankiness. So let's go ahead and post a flyer for the paladin dude. So now we have bouncy paladin dudes there. Question is, do we fight 4 little ducks and 7 toddlers or 3 rats and some mallards? You know what? Let's go for the big one. We might as well go for as much money as possible. If we lose, we just start over. It's fine. And hope, I am slightly curious, if we lose a unit, is it permanently gone, or is it one of those things where it just comes back afterwards? Hopefully it just comes back afterwards. We'll see. But damage dealt. Okay, so the paladin is doing fine. And yeah, I'll recruit a second paladin. And what do we have? We have, you found a relic stash. Garuvi. All dudes gain 10% damage, 10% health. When a dude takes damage that drops his health below 30%, he gains 100% cleave for 3 seconds. I'm gonna just bigger damage dudes. We now have 2 paladin dudes. Fantasy dudes use magic and otherworldly abilities to empower themselves and each other. I wonder, this wouldn't surprise me if there's a situation where they basically get bonuses based on how many of each you have. Right now it doesn't look like it, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's a relic somewhere. So let's go ahead and fight this one out. 2 paladins and a regular dude. Regular dude might... Nah, I think we got this. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to help him. We can click, but it doesn't do anything while he's beating up babies. Of course, we want more money. So we have Viking dudes. Each time the Viking deals damage to an enemy, he has a 5% chance to go berserk, gaining attack speed and run speed for 3 seconds. Cool. 25% cleave for every unconscious dude. They barely have brains, so they recover from knockouts after only 1 round. Okay, so there's going to be recovery periods if they do go down. That's kind of rough. Honestly, out of all of these, I think preventing more damage is going to be what we want, so we'll go after the Spartan dudes. They're weaker than the zombies as far as health goes, but they can help block damage. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves a Spartan. Going very tanky. You can reorder your roster by clicking and holding a dude type and dragging it to a new slot. So we can, like, put paladins up there. Intriguing. Duck-sized horses or gooses and little ducks. Gooses and little ducks are going to be more money, so I think we're going to go for it. Unfortunately, we don't have any nearby allies. We might... Please don't get knocked out, guy. Please. Thank you. Ta-da! We beat up some ducks and claim our rewards. This is mildly cathartic. I'm going to go with more Spartan dudes, because blocking that damage seems interesting. Revives unconscious dudes used if used in ranch, revives 10 dudes. If used during battle, revives 5 dudes with 50% HP. I'll go ahead and take the dude juice. False face. At the start of combat, all dudes gain 20% increased evasion for 8 seconds. We do have a decent amount of money. The dude type at the end of your roster gains 30% max HP. That's very tempting. Both of these sound good. I think Caboose is what we want. So that gets whoever's at the end a bunch of extra HP, so he's going to be tanky as well. The only one that's not super tanky right now is going to be our regular dude, which is fine. Go ahead and dismiss you. Can rearrange their, like, position on the map, or is it just random? I think it might... Yeah, it's just random. I don't know what counts as a nearby dude, but hey. Anything to help out my allies with tanking. Now, oh yeah, and that we just saw it work there. I just saw the little shield pop up. So that means they are going to have a decent chance of, yeah, let's see, where is it going to be? Damage prevented 4, damage prevented 15. Our paladins are taking most of the damage, but you know what? Let's get more Spartans. To a location you're choosing grants them temporary health. Okay. Teleports or groups of dudes to a location you're choosing. Oh, these are the exact same thing. Dude, nice. So we now have burner phones. So we have these and we have dude juice. Oh my. I mean, it does sound slightly weird. So right now we're doing okay. Next up, we got complete this round will let you post a flyer to begin recruiting new types of dudes. Okay, so whenever we finish this one, we'll get a flyer, we have another fight, and then a relic. Cool. I wonder what kind of dude I'm going to recruit this next time. I need some way to like get some kind of passive healing. Because we are definitely taking more damage the further we go in. Ask and ye shall receive. Every 2 seconds, the cleric dude creates a pulse at the most injured dude. Heals nearby injured dudes for 100% of the cleric dude's DPS, split evenly amongst them. Knight dude is very tempting as well, but I think we want clerics. That way we have some recovery. We already have a bit of tankiness. This taunting would actually be really nice, but I think cleric. So now we have a healer. And I will fight the one that's worth more money. Always the one that's worth more money. Unless it looks like something we can't take, I'm not going to worry about it. And right now, I'm pretty sure we can take it because we were very tanky and now we have a healer. What am I getting over there? Oh, just rando message. That's fine. So we got claim reward. Definitely going cleric dude here. So now we have 4 fantasy and 3 warrior, which is not bad. We have 2 healers. We have a damage mitigator and a blocker. So whenever he's near something, he'll just give them a block. I'm debating whether I want the cleric dude at the end or the Spartan dude at the end. Because if we pick him up, and I pick him up and swap him, you know, like that. Cleric dude goes up to 169, which is probably better for them. Because the Spartan dudes will just be out there blocking stuff. Let's try this one. Hopefully we don't regret it. Can I teleport all of you to there? Just to give them a little bit of safety. We do still have another phone in case we need it. So claim those rewards. Oh, Paladin or Spartan? I think out of these, we are going to go more Spartan. Spartan dudes block an attack for an ally. That ally gains crit chance for 2 seconds. The effect can stack up to 4 times. If Paladin dude takes direct fatal damage, he fully heals and all Paladin dudes gain 10% damage and cleave for the rest of the round. This is a 10% cooldown. Or extra damage for the dude at the top. I think, you know what? I'm just going to go with dude at the top. Rerolls the relics in a relic stash. Rerolls flyers. Okay, we got pocket dice as well. So yeah, he's our DPS and damage mitigator. Tail end is getting a bunch of more life. And the dudes in the middle are just kind of chilling. Chilling like a villain. Yeah, we can actually swap them back like that. I'm just not sure which one I want to... I think I do want the healer dudes at the tail end. That one regular dude, he is there for the ride. So let's go ahead and just keep fighting. We're at 9 dudes now. That Spartan up there is not having a good time. But, oh, did he just get knocked out? I don't think he got knocked out. I think he got yeeted. Yeah, we didn't get any KOs. That's good. Definitely another cleric dude. More healing, definitely wanted. We still already have our dude juice sitting up there. Dog tag is when a dude gets knocked out, all active dudes gain 20% run speed for the remainder of the round. Cool. When a cleric dude takes fatal damage, he will recover at full health and send out a divine pulse with 300% increased range. Yes. We have enough for it. I'll definitely buy that. Do I want to go for a restock? No, I'm gonna save my money. So let's dismiss you. I think they can handle this. That looks like a boss. Especially considering it's the only thing we've seen with a horizontal life bar so far. It is not liking just generic dude, though. So that was our first boss, I think. Yeah, one wolf. Watch those become regular enemies now. That would suck. That would suck. More healers. We are up to 4 clerics. So that is a decent amount more healing. Dog-sized rats and goats. We should get a treasure this time. I'm looking forward to it. And there's the boss encounter there at the end. I'm slightly afraid of that one. Yeah, I think we go after the big ones. Let our healers do their thing. All of you go up there with him. Just save his life and get everybody kind of like clumped together. Because we almost lost one of our Spartans there. Another cleric dude. 15% increased toughness and gains an additional 10% chance to block aims at other Spartan dudes. First restock of the merchant dude's shop is free each time he appears. When a dude takes damage, it drops his health below 30. I think since we are dropping down quite a bit. But then we would heal back up afterwards. So yeah, we'll take Rage Bait. It seems reasonable. We are out of teleports now, so we might need to buy some combat items. We're up to 5 clerics. Hopefully they start actually catching up on healing. We are healing okay. Not great, but okay. Oh, we're about to lose a cleric. Please don't die, cleric. That cleric is making... those last 2 things on the cleric one are making me so nervous. It makes me completely afraid to, like, swap anything out for them. Okay. This one, we should be able to do a flyer. So I'll fight the wolf and the duck-sized horses. And I think we should be able to take them just fine. Because, yeah, the duck-sized horses aren't really a huge threat. And we can out-heal the wolf by itself. Because it's just single target. Okay. 5% chance per attack to cast a fireball at a random enemy, dealing damage equal to 3 times the DPS split among enemies in the blast area. Could go more fantasy. Could go tanky zombie dudes. Think we want to get a little bit of damage, so I am going to go with the Vizards. Actually, you know what? Let's see what else we can get a chance of. Heals the 3 most injured dudes every time the medic deals a total of 50 damage. Ooh. And then there's a self-heal vampire there. And Samurai is every 3 seconds, dashes to the lowest health enemy on the battlefield to help finish it off. I think we're going to go with medic dudes. So now we have clerics and medics. Apparently it looks like there are different tiers to these. Because that guy's like deep orange, this one's yellow, that one's light yellow, and this one's white. Let's go ahead and fight ourselves 90 little ducks so we can get ourselves a relic. And yeah, it's these swarms that are a lot more dangerous to us than anything else. Come on, help him. Thank you. The battles are definitely getting tougher. I have to give them credit on that. Despite our healing is just not keeping up. Healing 699. Damage taken. That is about half the damage we took. I'm going to take more medic dudes. And sure, I'll take a free dude. Yeah, sorry, the dude type at the end of your roster taunts up to 5 random enemies to attack him for 3 seconds, and not really wanting that. Dudes who get knocked out during a fight have a 50% chance to recover instantly. Sweet. He has a 30% chance to instantly recover from being stunned and teleport back to where he was thrown from. Ooh, both of these sound good. I'm going to go with the smelling salts because I have a feeling we're going to start seeing guys getting knocked out. We have quite a bit of money now. I'm gonna go with... Actually, we can afford both of these. Or we can restock. I think I'm gonna restock and see what else we have. Dudes gain 1% max HP for every dude of the same family on your team, up to a maximum of 20%. Yes. Just increases everybody's health because all we have is fantasy and warrior. So that... Yeah, he's at plus 5%. Does it count all of them? Or that's plus 7. Plus 39. Yeah, I think it counts like every warrior and every fantasy. I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna go ahead and buy the health potion. I'm gonna sit on that amount of money. Why? Because I can. I don't think that's gonna be terribly useful for us. A 1 in 3 chance is not bad, but let's go fight ourselves a wolf. We generally, I think, want to favor fewer targets so that our allies are like kind of clumped together. That way we get the blocking, we get the AoE heals, we get all of that going for us. Out of these, I do think the Spartan is going to do more for us. More free dudes, always. We'll sometimes seek out low health dudes and leap onto them. Being taunted will override this behavior. Okay, we have an alpha wolf now. I think we're still fine with that, because we do better against fewer numbers. And as soon as we start getting into the same area, we start being able to actually protect ourselves. Oh no, we have a dude down. We just lost a Spartan dude. This guy is actually rough. We lost one. We lost a dude. I'm going to take another cleric dude, and I'll take a meteor. They'll recover on their own after a few rounds, but you can use dude juice to revive them instantly. Give it a try. But I don't wanna. I want to save that for the final fight. I'm not going to do that. How many rounds does he have? He's got 3 rounds left. Do I really care about it? I'm going to just keep fighting. We'll leave him unconscious for a while. It's fine. We have other Spartan dudes to take up the slack, and he'll be here for that last fight. And fewer targets, still better for us. Okay, no one went down that time. Claim rewards. I'm gonna take more cleric dudes and more regular dudes. Your dudes attune to their spirits every second for 3 seconds. Their health is redistributed so they all have the same health percentage. That might not be that great. 2 rounds. I'm actually going to go after the left one on this. I don't need the extra money. And we do get a relic after this anyway. So let's go after the wolf. We've had less than this take this out without a death, so I think we can handle this one just fine. And we'll get him back in 1 round. So let's go for... I'll go another medic dude. Max HP is increased by 20%, and they gain a temporary health for 2 seconds equal to 10%. Okay, each time they send out a heal. Merchant costs of strange spores, don't really care about that. Paladin dude's blessing reduces the damage taken by an additional 10%, transfers an additional 10% damage taken to the paladin dude. I think we're going to go with the medic dude one. And we got 2 dude juices. So we might as well just use it then. And do we go after the big one, or do we... The boss encounter. Fight stuff, earn cash. All dudes have 50% reduced run speed. And it's going to be against a horse-sized duck and 75 duck-sized horses. I'm gonna go with the bigger stack. Fewer enemies, easier to kill them. It looks like, yeah, our medic guys actually proc quite a bit. They must get 50 damage fairly frequently to keep getting that temporary health. Nobody knocked out. Another medic dude. Oh, and we get our last merchant before the boss. Dudes teleported by the burner phone gain 50%. Okay, that's not bad. We already have 2 of those. I'm going to go ahead and restock. And spawn near other dudes. I mean, yeah, that's going to be an automatic pick. Definitely getting that. Each time a merchant dude's shop gets stocked, there's a 25% chance he's charmed into letting you restock the shop for free. Ooh. Don't really care too much about that. Would have been helpful earlier than this. Remaining blessings we don't care about getting knocked out. Divine Pulse now also deals damage to an enemy equal to 50% of the cleric's dude's FPS. Okay, DPS, sorry. Preferring enemies with low health. Yes. Take another healing potion. We dismiss that. And we have one choice for a fight. In round 20, it's 1 horse-sized duck and 75 duck-sized horses. This is gonna be a rough fight, because this guy that throws dudes around, and we don't really have a solid counter for dealing with toss, and I didn't even think about it. I mean, I could buy one more dude juice, so we'd actually... but that... You know what? Why not? Let's fight. This has only been 20 minutes. We might have a second round on this. I don't know. Let's go ahead and teleport all of you over here. Okay, we used the healing item on everybody. So now it is just the duck. So I think we're actually fine. Oh, I think our meteor hit us as well. Oh, no. Let's go ahead and... We'll go ahead and use the dude juice to get everybody back up. So they can beat up the duck. I think our healing is good enough to kind of keep on top of stuff. Yeah. Claim reward. Let's go for... I'm going to go more clerics. Reduce the merchant cost of health potions by 50% and health potion consumable now heals all your dudes. That would actually be really good. 5% chance to block for everybody, and when a dude gets knocked out during the match, all active dudes heal for 15. I think we're going to go with Parry Buckler. Oh, we've got a round 2. Okay, so there's more than one stage. That one is 50 dogs. Jesus. That last fight's going to be a nightmare. I'm going to go for the rams and the goats. Actually, no, we need the money, so I'll go for the horses. It's definitely going to get tougher, I think. But right now, we are doing okay-ish. I just don't know how many dudes we're going to end up with in the end. Out of these, medic dude. Overloading on that healing. An actual horse. Or an alpha wolf. We're going to go after the alpha wolf. As we take out the rats, he's going to get a little bit easier. He's going to still pounce people, but we have enough healing to kind of take care of it. I'm loving the clerics. The clerics are double thumbs up. Out of these... I'm going to take another paladin dude and another free dude anyway. I don't know if there's like a downside to taking the free dudes. They are just regular dudes and they give each other buffs. So that's fine. Yeah, this still, getting the paladin dude still buffs the HP of the clerics. So I'm going to go more money one. No sense not to. It's fewer targets. So yes, they're going to be harder to kill targets, but we're better off. I just noticed something about the wolves. They no longer have a horizontal bar. We are fighting so far outside of the ring. Claim reward. More clerics, always. If there's a cleric pick, I'm going to take the cleric. Yeah, we'll fight this. I'd rather fight the big duck. Although the big duck has the nasty AoE thing that's a pain in the ass. Yeah, our regular dudes are definitely going down to this nonsense. We did lose one. Nope, there's our second regular dude down. No, he got back up. Okay. I guess he was at like 1 life. Oh, we got to choose one of these. Out of these, Bard dude plays a song that inspires 4 random dudes, increasing their damage and run speed by 4% for 4 seconds. I'm going to go with the knight dudes. Draw in attacks on them. They heal 1 additional dude each time they use it. Yes. And I will buy more dude juice, I think. Or do we restock? I think we restock first. Burner phone is a definite pick. He gains 1%. Oh, God. Bloody talisman. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for that. Both of these would be, like, great for us, but we don't have the money for it. I'm going to go with... I'm going to try fighting the bees. I think we might actually be able to do that. I do find it hilarious. Our dudes be dummy thick whenever they're knocked out, by the way. I don't know if he's still going to be knocked out, but... we'll go with... that. Take another burner phone. Is he still knocked out? Yeah. They got them booties. They got the booty. The moody booty. Send off your regular dudes for training. Oh, I want to see that one. We're gonna have to take out the geese first, but hopefully our regular dude gets back up before then, so we can send him off. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. Yeah, that knight is proving beyond useful. It's sucking in the damage, and he's tanky enough that we don't have to worry about him going down super easy. Cleric dude, though. Yeah, he's just got 1 more round, then he's back up, so that's fine. I will go for 45 goats. They're doing okay. The clerics kind of just even themselves out after a while, which I think is fine. And yes, we could speed it up, but I want to have time to be able to go down and use my items just in case. There's another dude juice. And, oh, there's a gorilla. I mean, we gotta fight the gorilla. He doesn't have any special abilities either. He just big. And we've got all of our dudes back up. I'm gonna move him up there. Yeah, I think we go ahead and fight with this. Hello, gorilla from the cover. How you doing? Please don't kill my regular dude. Dude has quite a bit of life, though. Jeez. How many dudes does it take up to beat up a gorilla? About this many. Another medic dude out of this. Okay, you've got a whole crop of regular dudes just hanging around, being all weak and dumb. If you want, I'll train them up real good. Just give me 5 rounds with them. They'll come back different. I will do a cleric dude. In fact, I will do 3 of them as cleric dudes. and 2 of them as medics, I believe. So they're gone for 5 rounds. So we're going to get 3 clerics and 2 medics whenever we get there. Out of these enemies, 80% chance to ignore taunts. I'm going to go after the Alpha Wolf. We've got plenty of revivals just in case like one of our guys goes down. But I don't think it's going to be a big issue against him. Because we have the Knight. And the Knight basically just interrupts his nonsense. Increased damage. His Divine Pulse healing is increased by 5% per dude within the radius of the pulse. Ooh. Now it's a question, do we re-roll and try and get those other items we saw, or do we take this? I'm going to go with increased healing. I think that's going to be better, and I'm going to go ahead and buy that for a re-roll. Bunch of toddlers or honey badgers. With what we have, I think we're going to go after the toddlers for more money. Because we have AoE splash from the clerics. So whenever they go to heal, it's just going to nuke the toddlers. This is horrifying. The noise, the sound. The sound is just terrifying in that. Jesus. The cleric dudes did most of the work. I'm going to go ahead and get a second knight dude, just so they pump each other's life more. In addition, if a paladin dude takes more damage through his blessing than he would... Then blessing that would reduce his HP, heals himself to full health. Interesting. Divine Pulse gains increased healing on dudes with lower health. The healing increase is equal to target dude's missing health percentage. Yes. We're going pretty much full ham on this. You know what? Let's try those honey badgers. I have a feeling we're going to regret this. They ignore the Knight taunt most of the time, but... Oh yeah, this isn't that bad. We're staying up just fine. These just can't do enough damage to overcome our massive pile of healing. And I think once we hit 21 fantasy, we can't get any more health boosts from that, unfortunately. Now that I think about it. We're currently at 17 fantasy. So we can get, what, 4 more and still be fine? I'm liking our situation at the moment. I'm gonna fight the goats. Let's see if they do any, but they're definitely doing better than the smaller, bigger damage packs. But as you can see, our stuff kind of goes down at the very start, and then as we get further in, it just kind of equalizes. It's great. We are the medic squad. How many medics does it take to kill a god? I'm gonna go more Spartans for more warrior boosts, oddly enough. And I'm gonna go after... We're gonna go after the one on the left. This one on the right is tempting. I have a feeling the trample is a knockdown, though, and we don't have as many dudes as we normally would. So trample knocking them out for a few seconds would be a bad thing. And this one, they can barely hurt us, and I'm going to take a drink of my tea while they be fighting. Ta-da! Claim reward. More medic. And another burner phone. We're up to 3 of those. Nice and nice. So now we're up to 20 fantasy, so 1 more fantasy, and we don't get any more health bonus from that. So we should be going into warrior after that. We're actually pretty good on all of them. On warrior and fantasy, we might want to be delving, like if we get another opportunity to recruit a guy, we might want to delve into a third type of enemy. I mean, third type of dude. So let's go for this fight. All the goats. So anything that's small and swarmy, we're fine against, and anything that's big and we can gang up on, we're fine against. It's the things that knock us down or that are kind of in that middle ground between those two that cause us trouble. I'll take another knight dude and a free dude. Battle standard. Restock. 10% max HP for everybody. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy the universal healthcare. Ooh. It's not a lot of them, but it does have a 10% chance of proccing. And dudes do get hit a lot. But Belted Greaves keeping him from getting thrown, that could be our anti-throw. So I think we take that. Ducks versus rats. I'm going to take the little ducks. Whackers. And the clerics are going to get a lot of kills on this one. Because they're doing AoE damage the entire time, too. While the knights are baiting all the ducks in on themselves. Yeah, 235 kills from the clerics. Out of these, I'm going to take the medic dude. Yeah, look at all of our items here. So everybody's tanky. Everybody's getting heals like crazy. We've got 20 of both classes, and we do have one regular dude who's just in the way, I guess. Goats. Yeah, the regular dude, I'm not sure how much I'm going to worry about them staying up. They don't really contribute much. They do damage, but they are just another body. They're the least important body. So if they go down, I don't really care. There's our knight. Look at them all go. How did these... We'll fight the little ducks for more money. Both of these should be relatively easy to deal with. I do like how we can kind of... Yeah, you can see how often those shields are proccing. We're seeing them pop up quite frequently. Goodbye, duck. Quack, quack. And there is our 21st fantasy one. So now we have max health bonus on all of our guys. Cannot be targeted by cleave attacks. You know what? Fine. I'm fine with Big B. As long as he doesn't have a knockdown, it's not going to suck too much. Yeah, they're not able to focus us down. We have too much healing. Goodbye, Big B. And I do think going defensive has really worked out for us. Out of these, I'm gonna go medic, dude. Just got a real sweet pile of cash there. Lucky for you, I've got this business opportunity that's totally legal. What type of business? You have money, that's what. I can double your investment in just 13 rounds. What do you say, friendo? Want to make some money? Actually, we'll do the coward package. We'll save a little bit for the final fight. We'll take ourselves some rats. And hopefully my audio settings are set up right then. Otherwise, you just heard a render finish. If you're wondering why I'm playing simple game, it's because I'm rendering in the background. Although, this kind of game could get laggy if you hit it too hard, but they haven't actually been going too much over the top with just like numbers of things, which is generally a really good thing. I'm going to go with more clerics. And this is why I didn't spend that. I'm going to restock once and hopefully get something better. We did not, so it's Relic of Hammer of Smiting. Yes. So this is a swarm one with a bunch of rats. The rats aren't a problem. The dog-sized rats might be. So let's fight them. Yeah, that's actually looking a little tough, but it looks like we're mounting a recovery. Yeah, we're mounting a recovery. The only one that's like really at risk now is regular dude. Because the rest of our life totals are slowly going back up to full. That had me nervous on the clerics for a minute there. Claim reward. More medics. That would not be bad. I think I'm going to reroll. His remaining blessings is stronger. Okay. Reduce the merchant's cost of meteors by 50%. No. Golden shield, yes. Even more. 2 horse-sized ducks. That might actually kill us. And there is a merchant. And there's our investment. Okay, this one's not too bad. We have the dude whisperer there. We only have 1 extra dude, though. And we don't have flyers anymore. So we kind of got stuck into warrior and fantasy for now. I'm going to go for the more money one. Because I don't think this one's going to be an issue. Especially considering we have how many clerics and how many medics. Overhealing incoming. We need to get the overhealing relic as well, though. Question is this endless? If this is endless, we're going to be here a while. Because we got a broken combo. Out of these, I'd rather fight the hogs. They get stronger for similar guys nearby, but I don't need things trampling me and knocking my dudes down. Which is what I think the panic thing does. Reinforcements have arrived. We're getting further and further outside that circle, too. I'm gonna go for... You know what? Let's go more clerics. Why not? Okay, so we got 1 stallion. Or 5 horses. I'm gonna go after... Let's go after the 5 horses. Let's see if they actually do knock down our guys bad enough to make it as worrisome as I thought it was gonna be. It doesn't look too bad so far. Yeah, so far I think I was worrying too much about the... Oh, there they go. At least the knights can't get knocked down. We have our guys pretty well split up. If it was just 1, that would actually be kind of irritating. Why do they all have the booties? The, like, master booties going on. More medics. There's better gorillas now. I'm gonna fight it. Hello, gorilla. Come on, knights, tank for us! Ooh, the paladins actually got pretty well shanked there. That is a lot of damage per swipe. It immediately took out one of our regular dudes. And we lost a regular dude. I'm not too concerned about that, but I think I want more knights. Let's grab... We have 4 dude juices, so we can actually just use that and get him back up. Book of Life. That is definitely one that we want. And I'm going to just leave it at that. Everybody's back up. Don't have to worry about that. We can actually... Oh, no. Okay, we can actually continue run. I was like, what is that button? That takes us back to the main menu, my guys. I think it's time for ducks. So we can get more money. Look at how full the field is. Jeebs. Don't panic. Do not panic. Use our items. Ta-da. More knights. Yeah, 32%, 45%. 58% for the medic dude, 72% for you. Regular dude is the only one that's like kind of struggling to get health. 1,000 bees. I gotta do it. I gotta see if that makes the system chug. We lost a paladin there. Go and get him back up. I think using the potion there was a good idea. More medic dudes. But yeah, that bee thing was rough. Think we're gonna go for the more dangerous one over here, the swarmer. Think we're fine with it though. We have used our healing potion, so we need to keep an eye out for another one, but I think we're actually fine here. The dude might go down, the like generic dudes, but I don't think any of our specialists will go down. I don't know if they can get trained whenever they're on their ass, whenever they're knocked out. It might be something to test, oddly enough. Like, intentionally try and set them up so that we get a couple knockouts right before one of those events, but I don't know if that's going to be a thing. More clerics, always more clerics. Silverback can just swat things down, but I want more money. Greed is God. Okay, so now it is just down to the Silverback. Pray he doesn't hit somebody he can one-shot, which I think is just the regular dudes. The rest, I don't think he can one-shot. Do we need more paladins? It probably wouldn't hurt. So, knights, paladins, or clerics? Out of what we've got, I think I'm going to actually go paladins, oddly enough. We got 3 regular dudes, so maybe we'll do all 3 into paladins. Why not? Yeah, I think turning them into paladins is going to make us tankier because they're going to be able to redirect the damage more. We have plenty of healing going on now. Now it's just a matter of damage mitigation for a while. Because as it stands, we are taking quite a bit of damage per hit. You can see our life totals like jump down, especially whenever we're facing something like the Silverback. So damage mitigation from the paladins might actually be really good for that. The Knight Taunt does what it needs to do already, so we don't have to think about that. Of course, if we're going to get more of any of those, it's going to be that. I'm going to go ahead and buy that and that. Ooh. That's even more reason to go paladin, so yes. Thoughts and prayers. God damn. None of those are particularly great. Strange spores we haven't even used. We have 3 of them already. So I'll do one more restock to try and... Oh, yeah, we didn't get anything I wanted. I was hoping to get a potion with that. Do it one more time. Nope. Bloody Talisman is something we definitely want to be on the lookout for. And out of these, I have to take the left one. I don't like the geese. We're going to have to fight them at the end of this, but for now, I don't wanna, so I don't gotta. We can just fight a big bee. We're the bee bullies. More clerics out of those two. This temp health lasts for 5 seconds. Cool. Receives healing. He gains temporary health equal to 100% of the healing received for 3 seconds. Morphine's going to be better for us, though. Because that's going to be working on so many people. I mean, I gotta do the duck-sized horses. We're going after the swarms. For fun. Jeez, that is just carnage. They always start out with just this steady slope, and then everything just starts coming back up to full whenever we deal with the swarms like this. Them some quacker horses. Out of these, Paladin. More dude juice. Nice. I'll fight the rats. And we should be getting our extra little stack of 3 paladins in the very near future. I'm going to try and get them up to kind of matching the clerics. So it's a 1-to-1 there. And we can start investing in the smite hammer and stuff like that for them. Out of these two, definitely the medic dudes. We want to get all of our main ones up to 20. Knights, we don't care about getting too high. Spartans are kind of the last one we're going to worry about. The Alpha Wolf worries me, so I'm going to go dog-sized rats. We don't need the extra money. We have almost 2,000 anyway. That's enough for, what, 3 relics? From the merchants whenever we get the merchants? Just look at that. Not even feeling it. Nice. 3 paladin dudes. I'll fight the goats. Why not? So now we have damage redirection back to the paladins on more guys. I don't know if they can bless the same person, though, is the question. If they can, that's going to be a problem because they'll probably end up with 3 of them blessing one guy. Yes. Night dudes. Do we go for that? I definitely want the burner phone. I'm going to just restock. Ooh. That would leave us enough to get one more item after a restock. So, yeah, I'll take Tourniquet. I guess that is the one we take. And we can actually afford that with a healing potion. We've also got the questionable investment down there. I'm going to take the rats. Goodness. And yeah, that temporary health boon thing is going to be extremely nice. Yeah, we don't even feel the tiny ones anymore. Cleric. And meteors and nothing. Duck-sized horses for more money? Abso-freaking-lutely. Look at all that temporary health just popping up on top of people. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's wonderful, even. At least I assume that's what the pink is. I don't know what the purple is. And yeah, I'm going to take Knight dudes over Spartan dudes for a little while. Just to going to keep them equal, and I'm going to try and get Paladins up to match the Clerics. The Medics are just there. They're extra healing. Do we test how well we do against horse-sized ducks? Or do we just take the dog-sized rats and not worry about it? Save our resources for the real fight against 2 of them. Rather than burning them against 3. I love that this is just not able to keep up with our kills. Ta-da! More cleric dudes out of those 2. Mallards! Oh, that's mildly terrifying look on the clerics. Please keep caught up on it. There you go. They make me really nervous whenever they start getting down there at the tail end of that. We might need more knights to pull the targets off of them. Sweet deal. You know what? Why not? We'll take the geese again. Canadian geese. How dangerous are you? Pretty dangerous in real life. In game, they don't seem that dangerous. Geese are assholes, I swear to God. If you're talking about real life geese, they're jerks. They are jerks. We are very focused on our units here. Kind of sad that we can't diversify any further. But this is okay. Said I needed more knights to pull them off of the clerics. But having more medic dudes means we get more of that whenever they get low on life. And they do the same amount of damage. That would be a nice one to get. That one we don't care about. Yeah, I don't think we care about any of those. Let's fight the awful horse-sized ducks. Yes, I had to use that. But it looks like we're doing okay. Once we get rid of the geese, I'll be a lot more confident, but the knockouts from the giant geese are mildly terrifying. But I think we overcome it just with our raw healing. Yeah, we would have been fine against the 3 of them, too. Ta-da! I was nervous for nothing. Healing gains temporary health equal to 100% of the human. Ta-da! Reroll. Mana collector. You know what? Yeah, we'll take that, and we'll even take another meteor because why not? How deep does this go? We haven't gotten any. Well, yeah, we haven't gotten any more generic dudes, so the dude whisperer is not going to be doing much. And we've got new enemies still. What? Okay, let's fight a unicorn. It's a trampler. So once it gets down a little bit, it's going to try and just run around in circles and be a jerk. There he goes. That is so troublesome. If there were still enemies alive, I'd be afraid. But since it's by itself, all it does is just trample in circles. I'm going to take more paladins for a little bit. Rams. I don't think we've fought rams yet, have we? Let's fight. Get our resources up for more relics. I don't know whether the relics just increase over time in cost, or if it is based on the number of relics you already have. That'd be another good thing to kind of like look up and figure out. Here comes the stampede. Oh no, he's panicking. Whatever will we do? Don't try and ride the unicorn. It'll kill you. 419 geese. Yes. Look at those numbers go down, Jeebus. Yeah, the tracker in the bottom left for kills is just vibrating. More medics. Yeah, we're not getting any new guys. That mildly disappoints me. We're getting more guys. We're not getting new guys. I would not mind diversifying my squad now that we have it pretty much kind of squared away with healers. Let me get some of those zombies in here, or the vampires. Or something that's higher damage, like a berserker or something. I don't know how many rounds this goes for. Our goal is 100. I'll go with the night dudes. Grab that. Restock. Neither of those are good. Yes. I will buy another potion and I will restock one more time. Tower shield would be nice. That does keep us from getting another health potion, but I'll go for it. Let him be a little bit more useful. So that's going to be a dismiss there. And we should get our money back soon. We haven't gotten any more random dudes, so I'm not worried about saving for the dude whisperer. Out of these, though, I'm going for the unicorn and wolves. Because while the geese are not terrible, I don't feel like dealing with them. They make me nervous still, even though they don't do that much damage. Yeah! And I'm glad that the knights cannot get knocked back by this nonsense. So they're able to keep that pressure on it while it's doing its little rampage. 4 stallions and 5 gorillas. Or a bunch of geese. I'll do this one. Let's go ahead. Can I get both of you in there? Nope, I can't get both the paladin and the cleric from that. Get them all in one spot there. I'm not sure whether we prefer having everything in one spot or whether we prefer having everything spread out. It's kind of... It depends on what's going on at the time, I think. I think we would have won that without the teleporter, but it's one of those things that I don't feel safe about it. Oh, 957 duck-sized horses. Yes, please. Carnage! Yes. The blood. The savoring blood. It makes us happy. Raspberry jelly. More paladins on that one. And we got another meteor. We're getting all the items. Ducks, sure. They're actually slightly more threatening than that last pack, at least. Wow. I don't know if we've gotten a busted build or if we're just doing good. We got one dude. Paladin. Okay. Off you go, dude. This is fine. Geese. And yeah, these... I think the number of geese need to be upped whenever you get the geese combo. Because... I guess if you weren't running a healing setup, that would be more of a threat. But we literally just see our life totals like flicker a little bit against these medium-sized packs of geese. I'm gonna go a couple nights. Temporary health, okay. I don't think we want to go for that. I'll take bottled lightning. We have a pocket dice already. I'll go ahead and buy a second one just for the heck of it. Ah, there we go. That's an item we wanted. I'm more just looking for specific items at this point. The red amulet is another one that I'm looking for. We'll take these guys on. They're gonna hurt, but I think we have a decent chance of not losing a guy against them. And it's more money, so we'll have more to spend later. And I think we get our money from the business investment soon. Oh, there's the circles. Keep panicking, horse. You're just a horse with a freaking horn glued to it. It's fine. Let's see. It's all of these are decent. 5% evasion wouldn't be bad, but I think this. Does that count for the Spartan block? If it does, that's good. I mean, I'll take the geese again. There's our investment. Honestly, this one over on the left doesn't look terribly hard either, but geese it is. I think it's more that it's almost like they have a slower attack rate than the other swarm units. But yeah, our goal is 100. If we don't, if there's around 101, we might try it to see what it's like, but at that point, I'm gonna just assume it's endless. Nice. Goats. Even the greater number of goats is more dangerous. And there's our stabilization point, and now we start healing back up. I love how the number of goats is now just a life bar. It's no longer individual little vertical ones. It's just, well, here's how many's left. Ooh, a free dude. Stallions and gorillas are unicorns and geese. I think out of these, I'm going to go for the unicorn and the geese. It's less money, but we're sitting pretty happy right now. And unless we get the item we want, I'm probably not spending much more money anyway. Of course, there could just be items I haven't seen yet. And I think round 100 we'll be into our third row of items. I'll get some Spartans. Might as well. Okay, so those guys ignore taunts. Let's see how tough they are. And actually pretty tough. We are able to stabilize against them, but you can tell that they're not going down very fast. Of course, we also don't have a high DPS setup. We are endurance. We outlast. We soak up and then balance the formula, and then we heal back up to full by the end. That's how we play. Now we're getting more free dudes. I mean, cleave doesn't hurt. It gives us AoE, so blip. A restock again. Yeah, faster heal is welcome. I'm looking for a specific item. I'll do like 2 more rerolls. I'll do 3. Yeah, we didn't get it. I guess we take the Mobius strip. I mean, we are burning through a lot of our resources, but we're going to get it back anyway. And I think the left fight is what we want out of these. Yeah, I could have saved my money and just waited until another shot, but that's not a bad one to have. We're already slightly gorged on these, but it's okay. So we've got bottled lightning. I don't know how much it's going up each time. I'll take 1 more medic dude to make it a nice round 20. And that's going up 100 per round. So we're just going to be sitting on those geese, yeah, without a doubt. If we lose regular dudes, I don't care. Like, before, it's not going to be a problem for us. Paladin. We're getting a lot of free dudes. That means we need to be saving for the next round. And yeah, these are going to be easier than that last pack, because they don't do nearly enough damage to punch through me yet. But yeah, we're over 20 clerics. I don't know at what point it becomes one of the bars like what the enemy has. We might try for that. Because if it stays those little vertical lines, I see a problem arising. Because, yeah, if it stays those vertical lines, it's going to go across the screen. All the numbers. Whenever geese are like bubble wrap. Can't even see the ring of the arena. There's so much splat. Goodness. More paladin. You know what? Fine. I will invest in that. We'll get ourselves 267 to spend on whatever we see next. Because that'll put us up to an ungodly amount of money next time. And yeah, the swarms, I don't even really have to be looking at it anymore. Do I go for 100 of the same one? I could. Definitely could. Can't get these right now. Could get another bottled lightning. I think I will actually get that. 14 gorillas for 500, well, 450, roughly. We might lose some guys in this one, but I think as long as they stay a little bit spread out, we'll be okay. Oh, we have 2 regular dudes knocked out. Oh, we have paladins getting knocked out. I will save up to we'll do a dude juice. Why are my dudes not getting back up? Yeah, my dude juice is not working in combat. Guess I'm gonna have to buy more dude juice. Gonna have to use my items. Focus down a few enemies. Yeah, that... I don't know why the dude juice wasn't working. It just wasn't. That was kind of shitty that the dude juice wasn't working. I'll take another night, dude. I'll take a medical bag. I'll take 2 stacks of dudes back. That was bullshit. It wasn't working in the fight, which is ridiculous to me. We'll take the lower risk ones for a little bit. Our guys should still be able to handle it until we get our resources back from whatever the hell that was. Dog-sized rats? Yeah. Yeah, they weren't working. That's what was kind of throwing me off there. Do we need to drop a heal? I don't think so. Yeah, we're slow. We're back on the upswing as far as health goes. We almost let our cockiness destroy us. It happens. So I think one more round and we get everybody back. Another paladin dude. And I'll go for the geese just for an easy one because they're all coming back this next round. Then we'll be back up to full strength, and we'll be able to decide what we want to do with it. We have enough for sending people off for training. Which I think is going to go for... It might go for clerics, if they give us the option. I really am surprised that it wasn't working in battle. I'm going to have to buy a bunch more dude juice. There's everybody back up. I will do... We'll try the polar bear one. How are they looking from hits by the polar bear? Probably pretty rough. Polar bear could be a problem with the horses knocking us all around. We do get up relatively quick. And we have other resources to help us out, so. And horses down, so it's just polar bear. Getting bullied. We do not do a lot of damage. I just love how it's just the swarm of us punching the polar bear and it's like doing nothing. Definitely have to buy you. Restock. Dude juice. We're not getting the item I want. That would not be a bad one to grab. We're up to 3 dude juice finally, so we're good there. I'm gonna restock one more time. We still didn't get it. Oh. Yes. Skeledudes being summoned seems like a good idea. Let's fight some wolves and some polar bears. Look, it's our Skeledudes. And we have quite a few knights to taunt, so it's not a huge chance, but we have enough that we're going to be seeing them. I don't even get to see the Skeledudes in there. That's unfortunate. They're somewhere in that swarm, but I do not see them. I'll take more knight dudes. Maybe we can get more Skeledudes going on. Got the dude whisperer waiting up there. I'm going to take 106 wolves. This seems dangerous. Seems and is apparently 2 different things. Look at all... yeah, 4 now. How, 5? Where are our Skeledudes at? Should have 5 of them somewhere in here. I'm looking for them. We have 7 of them now. There's one. I just saw him get yeeted. There he is. Down there at the bottom. Where my finger is. I wonder if you can recruit skeleton dudes. I'm gonna get cleric dudes up to 30. Bad experience with silverbacks. We're gonna go goats. Meh. All the murder. I'm not sure how much stronger we can get. Flame reward. I'll go another night so we make more skeledudes. Fight some wolves. Yeah, the wolves are no longer that scary, I guess. They're right up there with the geese, where they need to be more. Yummy. And yeah, as we get more skeledudes, that's more things to distract them at least, too. Sure, they're going to focus in on the knights taunting them, but whenever that taunt ends. And just hope the clerics don't learn turn undead. That would be bad. More knight. We're gonna go... We only have 4 of them. And I'm pretty sure... It blesses 2 random dudes, so now it blesses 4. So that would be 84 dudes being blessed, so that is enough to cover everybody, so it's between medics and knights. I'll do 3 knights and 1 medic. And a bunch of goats. Ooh. Goats actually started hurting. Do I need to heal? I don't think I need to heal. No, I don't need to heal. I like how the skeletons have actually died to this. They pulled some of those hits off of us before we covered the field in strawberry jelly. Yeah, 2 skeletons died. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Second dude type on your roster gains 10% crit chance. I don't really care about that too much. Gonna restock. We'll take oversized pauldrons. It's not the main one I want, but it works. And we'll fight the geese, because I haven't looked at what the final fight in this one is, but I have a feeling it's going to be rough. I might just burn like 2 or 3 of my lightning in a bottles. And meteors. Increasing each round. Dude struck will be... Okay, so we can actually hold on to 1 meteor and keep it growing. All dudes get crit chance. When Spartan dudes block an attack, give temporary health. And when a knight dude receives healing, gain temporary health equal to 100%. We're going to go with the ablative shield now. You just don't want me to have any fun, do ya? What is the final fight? All horses. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, we'll do honey badgers. Getting a crap ton of money next round, so it's not that big of a deal that we're not taking the optimal money. I have to say the money difference is... like, the difficulty differences for the money are just not there. Feels very much like a perceived thing, because there's been harder ones that gave us less money. Like, in this case. Neither of these is going to be terribly hard. The goats is actually probably more dangerous in that case. Are we at risk? Just drop out the heal just to be safe. I don't think we needed it, but we have 3 healing potions anyway. So I'm not mad about burning it every now and then. Another night. And we get our guides back this next time, which is going to put us at a reasonable number of nights. We just have the crowd here. Yeah, this one seems like the better bet.
It's horses. Let's beat up the ponies.
And now they're going to start little flopping around, which kind of sucks a little bit. I should be taking clerics again so we can see it when they turn over into not vertical bars. But at the same time, I do want to win as well. I want to get to round 100. Goodbye, polar bear. I do like that the skeletons are soaking up damage for us. It's not it's not a big deal. Thousands of damage prevented. Paladin dude. Yay and yay. Badgers and bear or stallions and bees? Oh, badgers and bears. The honey badgers are a lot more durable than, like, due to their count. I always expect them to be squishier. Not that they're as tanky as polar bears, but damn, son. Good lord. And yes, we can speed up the battles. I like having it 1-time speed so I have a chance to use items just in case. More knights. All dudes gain evasion. That would actually not be bad. Yay! That's the one we wanted. Do we need more burner phones? Not really. Buy a chest plate. Second dude type, crit chance, no. Timer will refresh if applied. I'm going to keep re-rolling until we see something better. Bagpipes. Yeah. Oh, yes. Just because I got to see the geese. Alpha wolves would probably be the better fight. We gotta have the, like, strawberry jelly stages every now and then. Even if it means taking less money. Although I think we've already had several this stage. Recruit the clerics. Neither of these are going to be nice. I think this is going to be the less bad one out of the two. The gorillas just do so much damage. You can see when they go off, it's just like a jump down on like everything. The bees and stuff, not nearly as scary. I think the gorillas might be AoEs. Honestly. That might be what the issue is. I do find it interesting that they seem to focus down a type of unit first. Like, it's always the bottom one on the list on the left that goes down first. At least it seems like that. More paladins or more medics? I'm gonna get some medics. Polar bear and horses, sure. This one's not terrible. The polar bear is the only one here that does a ton of damage. Still not a solid green bar. I don't know if it's ever going to be. Very well could be. No guarantees. This is definitely going to take some audio balancing. Because I do know that the battles are like shooting up super loud. The audio slider works, but it is I think it's decibel based instead of percent based. And I did not take that into account. Let's get some Spartans. Wolves, yes. Especially since our dudes can taunt. We're actually starting to equalize a little bit. Our Spartans haven't been, but that's because, while the Spartans are nice, they only still apply in a small area around them. If we had more Spartans, yes, they'd block larger areas, but it's still only, what, a 30% chance of them blocking, or 20% or something like that? Definitely taking our time. There's another taunt. 13 skeletons to go. You guys didn't even take out a skeleton, you butts. More clerics. Alpha wolves or unicorns and stallions? I think the horses are going to be easier. They do more damage, but not enough that it's going to be a problem, I don't think. Especially since we can taunt. I wonder how many relics are in this. And it does seem like some of the items are placeholder graphics because this is a demo. A lot of content for a demo, which I appreciate. There are some demos that I'm perfectly fine with it being super short, but games like this, I would like to be able to play it for a couple hours to see if the cycle and the loop is still entertaining or not in a demo, whereas something like, say, You versus You, which I don't know if I'm releasing that before or after this, has a cycle that it's perfectly fine for the demo to be 30 minutes because it shows you how it feels. This one definitely needs a good hour or two to, do I like this cycle? We have 1950. What are we going to be fighting? A unicorn? We're fighting a bunch of horses. That is going to be good for this. Attack speed for 5 seconds. Oh, yeah. Epinephrine. Sure. Actually, I will go ahead and buy one more pocket dice so we can reroll later. I think we'll be okay on this one. We might have to heal a little bit. We have 3 health potions, which is fine. So many horses. Let's go ahead and bloop. Okay, so they're hurt quite a bit, I think. They're not quite to the point where they're going to be butt heads, but we still haven't even killed one of them. I think we win. We were starting to take them down, but oof. They're killing my skeletons is what they're doing. This one's gonna take forever to do. Holy hell. Maybe we need more AoE to deal with this kind of thing. It's definitely a battle of attrition here. Thankfully, horses don't heal. There we go. And yeah, the enemies turn into the horizontal bar at 30, so I don't think we ever turn into horizontal bars. And I don't know if there's an end to the demo. I love how the items on the right highlight whenever they proc. Look at the shoe. Look at the shoe. And I do think even the skeletons got booties. Okay, that's fine. I didn't notice the skeletons had booties too. Yeah, against that match, this was just like almost solid white. I'm gonna go more meta guys. Reroll that again. Doesn't look like our pocket dice are going down. There, yeah, I guess it is. Dude types at the end of 5 random enemies and attacks them for 3 seconds. We don't want that. Yeah, Medallion of Vengeance seems like an okay one. Oh, now it's just boss fights. Okay. We're gonna probably lose this one because we had a bad time with silverback gorillas before. But we do have direct damage items. Okay, knock them around. Just do as much damage with lightning as possible. We're doing a little bit better. We've lost 2 paladin guys. Let's get them back up. Teleport everybody over to here. And then meteor the gorillas. So we have guys that have gone down, but we might actually win this one because we have softened the gorillas. Go ahead and bring everybody back up. Ta-da! They used a lot of resources, but we got them. Big bees and little bees. I should have saved my AoEs. Because these can't be targeted by cleave, so I have a feeling we're going to die on this one. But hey, we got past round 100, and I don't think we can buy anything else, so it doesn't really matter that we're getting money. Man, the lag on that. There we go. But yeah, the lag whenever we loaded into that, this is where it's pushing those numbers. Yeah, the enemy damage is going up, and we can't really stabilize, so yep, there goes our paladins. Skeletons are definitely struggling. Yeah, our paladins going down is going to be the death of us. Let's go ahead and get that going and get a... Well, we don't need the heal on everybody yet. I'll go ahead and get everybody else back up. Definitely need more heal. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this is just like the... this is the you gonna die route. Oh, geez. I don't think there's a way for us to win this. In any real scope of it. We've gotten to round 103. So I am content. I said round 100 as far as we're going. And this is endless mode, I think. It's just you getting ever tougher bosses. Oh, and we're not even getting more dudes other than, like, just one here and there. By other dudes, I mean other types of dudes. Yeah, nope, we don't win this one. We're taking out the geese finally. But we've already started backpedaling because we have dudes down. Spartans, medics, Spartans, and paladins all went down pretty hard on this. I think it's the knockdown thing is actually really hurting us. They're not doing a ton of damage with them, but I think that's pretty much what caused most of the problems early on, as we were getting knocked down, and then the regular geese were doing all the damage. I do notice the paladins got their butt cheeks on full display. Full on, like, Simpson butt cheek going on there. Spartans at least have a thong. But they're full on, like, Bart Simpson butt cheek. Do we get a merchant at all? No? We don't? Yeah, we're not getting any merchants, which is what's going to burn through all our resources. I'm just going to let them die this time. We don't need to get to round 200 or anything like that. But, man. Definitely some tough encounters here. Yep, there's our paladins going down. Let's go ahead and just equalize, I guess. We go for another equalize? Sure. I said I was going to just let him die, but you never know. It doesn't hurt to just, like, use stuff. See how it functions. Yeah, and that I do think that they're not dumb about how they're mixing the units. We're actually running into a situation where they are combining them in manners that counter us. Because they have the knockdown effect combined with just the raw damage units. Like the horses themselves, you can see they're not actually able to stop us. But combined with the goats, they're able to deal with it enough that it's able to chew through our life a lot easier. Kind of a similar thing that was happening with the big geese knocking us down while the little geese beat us up. There probably is a build that could get you to 200 relatively easy. I'm just trying to think of what that would be. It'd be definitely some kind of damage mitigation, though. That or some way to insta-jib everything. But that wouldn't work against bees because cleave would be needed for that. So it is very likely some combo. I just don't know what the wombo combo is. Oh, we do actually have a merchant still. Bye. Bye. Thoughts and prayers, definitely. Healing potion, yes. I'm gonna buy the bottled lightning. We're gonna buy that. We're gonna get more dude juice. I'm mostly buying the small stuff now. We're up to 6 of those. We don't need this. Healing effects are reduced 25%. That sucks. So we have a bunch of guys in that. I'm going to go ahead and get them back, or at least most of them back. I think we can do fine against the polar bears. It's going to be rough, though. Because of how much damage each polar bear does. But at the same time, with most of our healers back up, we should be okay. Yeah, kill the skeletons. I don't care about the skeletons. Get taunted so we can have more skeletons, but until such a time. I wonder why it gave us... I wouldn't say this is necessarily an easier one, but a simpler one this time. It might be post-shop it does that. But we did get ourselves healing items, another AoE damage item. So it's not so bad. I should have checked if it was picking up the ones that were closer to recovery or the ones that were further out. I will revive the last of them after this with these. I know I said I was going to let them die, but now I'm mildly invested, and we are like almost 2 hours in. I gotta see, so I don't have to do another 2-hour run of this to possibly get something weird going on. There's another one down. I have a feeling what we're going to see is these guys down here take out these two first. And then come up here and help with those. There we go. Pick on him. Beat him up. So durable. We're going to take Divine Pulse guy. Oh, Jesus. Start apart from each other unless a relic overpowers this effect. Yeah, it kind of like is evenly distributed as to how it does those, unfortunately. This one might be the death of us. We'll see. We do have the mushrooms. And we are getting... Okay, our stuff is starting to proc. We should be able to stabilize. Yeah, we're stabilizing. We do have one cleric over there that's struggling a little bit, but we have started pushing their numbers down without losing units. They are destroying the hell out of our skeletons. We've already procced 22 of those. 21 of them died. 23 of them have died. And those skeletons, they're not durable, but they do distract hits. I need another shop so I can get more mushrooms. Yeah, the big wolves used to be very threatening. Now every fight is just a swarm of just pain and suffering. And I don't know what the tipping point is going to be for us here, but I do feel with what we were given, we are fairly strong. I don't think this is the strongest build we could have had. I could have made better decisions on investing our currencies, but still. Now, they can't even bring us down more than just a vibrating pixel up there. The range on those bastards is ridiculous. The red wolves, the alpha wolves, jumping all the way across. We go more medic dudes. Oh, we got more spores and pocket dice. Toddlers. Oh, no, not the silverbacks. The silverbacks are going to be the problem there. The toddlers, I don't know why there's a toddler. I think that is just a nod to, hey, you got far. We lost 2 paladins right out of the gate. Now, I don't think this is the one where we lose. I think this is the one where we struggle a little bit. We've got our stuff procced up so that we're not so bad off. We've got our blessings and our temporary life coming in. We've got our medics actually hitting their 50 thing in kind of a staggered rate so they heal everybody. Do I bring you back now or do I wait until after the fight? I'll bring you back now. Ta-da! Claim reward. I'm going to go with more medics. 73 big bees. That actually doesn't seem that scary. It might be scarier than I'm giving it credit for. We'll find out. Well, one of our paladins already went down. I think he soaked all the initial hits. And just was like, I am the champion. I will defend them all. Hopefully we get a shop after this one. And he does give a buff whenever he goes down, because I think we got that item. We got it down here. Although Cleave doesn't actually do anything to bees. It does still improve our damage. Our paladins are able to ramp that up just a little bit, and there they go. Bees are going down. And our Skelly Bros are actually distracting some of the hits. So, that's good too. Maybe we should have just gone all clerics all the time. Although we didn't get them until pretty late. I think the only thing we got later was the medic. Maybe the knight. And yeah, I think we went paladin. I think it was paladin, Spartan, cleric, medic, then knight. I'm gonna go with cleric. Oh, nothing there. We still have the... Oh, this... You know what? I will use items on this, but I don't think I'm gonna stress about it. There's a few paladins down. Oh, yeah, our paladins are sucking it hard. Come on. Our clerics are actually eating it as well. Yeah, we lost a lot on that one. Here's hoping we have a merchant after this. Because we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 units in that one. So we're going to need to use both of our potions. Since there's not much else I can do in this fight. Oh, let's go to... Oh, we can only slow it down. We can't... I thought we could speed it up. That down there made me think I could speed this crap up. I can only slow it down and pause it. No. Look at all the skeleton bodies. Jeebs. It was carnage. These are just getting brutal at this point. I love how these animate as well. They're not heavily animated. They're like little cardboard cutouts. It's great. Hello. There's all of that. I'm going to go ahead and gain the crit chance. What does this do again? That doesn't happen very often. I think what we might end up having to do is just going this route and actually leaning into the death stuff. And yeah, we're going to get slaughtered. Just lean into the fact that we're going to have to use those potions off and on. I do like that we're getting a new dude each time, but it's not saving us. Yeah, the post-merchant one, still tough. It's still killing paladins, but not nearly as bad as I was anticipating it being. It does feel like it is, to an extent, giving us a less difficult fight right after them, but I mean, we still lost, what, 5 units so far? 2 Spartans, 2 Paladins, and 1 Cleric. Before we were able to, like, equalize this a little bit. I do think it is the gorillas that are doing most of the work. The polar bears hurt. They finish us off. But I think it's the AoE kind of overwhelming our healing from the gorillas. Maybe they're not AoE and I'm just being a dumbass, but it feels like it. It feels like it's doing AoE damage, that is. Kind of wish I would have zombies instead of the Spartans at this point. Because they had 1 round recovery, so they would have been a little bit better for this. Obviously, they're not as good of units in general, because they're not helping the rest of the team, but they're tanky. They're relatively easy to use. I don't have to think about them. I don't have to worry about whether they're getting buffs from other pieces of equipment or anything. Just go. Let's replace a paladin. Oh, 25% chance to ignore taunts. Do I use that? I don't think I do yet. We lost a bunch of medics at the start of that one. We're losing paladins. Oh, we're probably going to lose this one. Because we've lost like half of our medics. Our clerics are going down. Let's get a bunch of the wolves, I guess. Do I have a cluster of guys anywhere? I don't really have a cluster anywhere. We haven't killed any of the enemies at this point. And like I said, I don't have clusters anywhere. Yeah, we've lost here. I'm going to go ahead and just proc these and try and get as many guys back up as possible. See if we can get this kind of sweet going back in our direction, but I don't think it's going to. Nope. Well, we got to around 1111 with $777.
So goodbye, cruel world. It's the end as we know it.
We lost. View collectibles. How many did we get? Apparently there's 184 potential. Already. I don't know what the silver stars are. Oh. Acquiring them during a run, beating round 100 with them, and for dudes by beating around 100 with at least 20 on your team. Okay, so there's one that we didn't get. Oh, we didn't have 20 of those guys. That's the only one we didn't get. Interesting. So we got a decent chunk of the stuff. We got close to a third. Yeah. And round 110 is where you get the gold ones. So I don't think you're supposed to beat this round. I like it. I find it fun. I find it very cathartic. And I like building the dude teams. I kind of want to try some of the other character builds as well. But Clerics, very powerful. Knights kind of surprised me. And it looks like these items are each related to them. And then we have generic things here at the bottom. Although it could just be how it's arranged. We just happen to pick the ones there. But anyway, keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!